Today we're going to be looking at how people found out they were being cheated on. I've never been in a relationship. I probably will get into one day, but let's hope that I'm never in a compilation video like this.
What is the craziest way you guys found out that somebody was cheating on you?
Don't mind if I do. So this is like 5 years ago, and me and this guy were together for like 2 years at this point, maybe a year and a half at this point. And I had left his house to go to work, and I ended up getting fired that night. So as soon as I got fired, which was like a couple hours after I had left, I obviously called him like, oh, I'm gonna just come back over, but nobody answered the phone. So, I called him a couple more times, and the phone answered and it was dead silent. And then I hear another phone ring in the background, and I was like, hold on. I'm on his phone. He doesn't have two phones. How would another phone be ringing? He must be with somebody. So, me being me, I pulled up to his father's house, walked into his room. He was dead asleep with a girl in the bed. I woke him up by punching him in the stomach. It was a huge thing. It was crazy. And then I took him back because, I'm stupid.
I mean, you also did smack him in the stomach, so you literally could have ended up in jail. But yet again, why cheat? Like, what's the point of cheating? If you're going to be in a relationship, don't cheat in the person. It's just weird, and then it's the fact that you got back with him. I mean, he cheated on you once, he's probably done it more times behind your back, and now you're with him. Be prepared to get your heart broken again.
So my ex-fiance told me that he had to drive 45 minutes south of where we lived to help one of his airmen move a washer and dryer after working a 16-hour shift. Asked him, oh, hey, do you want me to go with you? Because we always did that stuff together. He's like, no, that's okay, unless you absolutely want to go. Thought this was weird, but didn't think anything of it. I was getting ready for bed and I heard a knock on the door. It was the sheriff's department with a warrant to search my house, saying that they just arrested him in an undercover sting because they were posing as a 12-year-old girl, and he went to meet them to have 10 out of 10, would not recommend.
Oh my god, I didn't expect that to happen. I just figured he's going to have an affair, but not with a child. Oh damn, like we've done quite a few Chris Hansen videos on this channel, and like I always wonder about the family members. So he basically made up a lie saying he was going like 45 minutes to help someone like do like something, to help them fix something. Then it turns out he was meant to be meeting a child. Oh god, that's not good, and I wonder how many times he's done that. Because usually like whenever they've been caught, they've tried to do it multiple times. I mean, I hope that's going to be your like ex-husband or fiance. Like I really hope you dumped him. I mean, either way, by the sounds of it, he's going to jail.
Okay, mine was when I was with my baby daddy and I was 9 months pregnant, and he went out one night and the next morning he still hadn't come home. And then I received a direct message either on Facebook or Instagram, I can't remember back then, and it was photos of him laying naked in bed with another girl in his car parked outside their house. And it was a guy who actually knew me and knew that he was my child's future father or whatnot. And so he messaged me these pictures and said, hey, is this your man? Because he's in bed with my baby mama. So I have questions. I was like, yep, there he is. Found where he went. Found where he didn't come home. Got that sorted out. So then he came home, and at this point I was already mentally checked out and emotionally checked out of the relationship, to be honest. So he came home and said, looks like you had a really fun night. You had fun last night? And he told me to shut the up and took my phone. So.
Oh my god, what an idiot. Do you know what you should do? Get with the boyfriend of the girl he cheated with. So basically he was cheating with someone. They were caught in a car by the girl's boyfriend. Is that what happened? He went there, had an affair, was caught by the person he was having an affair with, boyfriend, and then they messaged her, do you want to do something? You should get with him. I mean, at the end of the day, if your boyfriend's gonna cheat on you with someone, you might as well get with their boyfriend. That literally sounds like a Netflix film. Like, imagine Netflix literally recreate that in like a year.
Okay, I'm gonna try to say this as fast as I can. Me and my boyfriend got in a big fight, and I was like, I'm not sleeping here. I walk over a couple apartment buildings down to where my friend lived. This girl who I like kind of knew, we've hung out, like we were kind of friends, like, but not like BFFs. We walk over, she gives me a big hug, she's like, you don't deserve that, like, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so I paused the video and I've got feelings she might also mess with the boyfriend. I feel like that's coming, like there's a plot twist brewing.
So I go to sleep, and I wake up the next morning, and I go back over there, because I was like, oh, I need to talk to him. So I go over there, they're in bed together, cuddling. So I go, I punch him in the face, I punch her in the face, I take the picture of my ass, you know, the one that like you sit on the poster and it's all over TikTok. I take that picture and I leave. Then I was like, no, this is not getting away with this, like, no. So I go back and beat the absolute shit out of her, and let me know if you want to see the video.
I mean, no, don't show us the video because you've literally committed a crime. If you are gonna get your karma, do it in a way that's not illegal, because like physically assaulting them ain't gonna help you. Even though like he's cheating, like she's went along with it, you know, you have broken the law, you've hurt them, you can't do that. But that's quite sneaky, isn't it? The way she was acting all lovey-dovey, like, oh, F your boyfriend, he's such a twat, blah, blah, blah. And then she's literally in bed with him. I mean, that is girls and that is friendships. You can't trust anyone.
It was a Saturday night and my boyfriend at the time was like, babe, I'm going out for dinner with the lads. So I was like, yeah, go and enjoy yourself, like text me later. Anyway, I'm sat at home watching TV, scrolling for Instagram, as you do, and I come across this girl's Instagram story and she's posted that she's out for a meal. Well, in this picture, all you can see is like her meal, the other person's meal. You can't see the other person, but what you can see is like one finger in the corner of the screen holding a drink. So I'm like, whoa, 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 hold on a minute. That looks suspiciously like my boyfriend's finger. Anyway, riled myself up, didn't I? When he comes home, I interrogated him about this photo and about this finger. I was adamant it was him. He was like, babe, you've gone crazy. Like, this is ridiculous. How on earth would you be able to identify me?
Well, I mean, it's quite easy. It's quite easy to identify someone from a finger. Like, if they're literally in a relationship with you, you know it's them. And it doesn't surprise me he's gonna try and gaslight you and be like, how do you know? You know, you're overthinking. That's what they always do.
Don't be so stupid, it wasn't me. But I couldn't drop it, could I? So I messaged the girl. Turns out it was his finger.
Exactly, and I hope the girl helped you. She probably didn't know. That's the thing with people who cheat. It's like sometimes I'm scared of talking to a guy because I don't know if he's in a relationship. There is a thing called a polyamorous relationship. Something like that, basically, where, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like more than one person in a relationship. There's been so many times where I start talking to someone, then they tell me, oh yeah, I'm in a polyamorous relationship or whatever it is. And it's like, why didn't you tell me beforehand? Like, yeah, they probably know about it. But like, tell me, like, let me know.
So I was 8 months pregnant at the time when I found out. My friend was staying with us for a little bit, and one night I wanted Arby's. So I asked my boyfriend if he could get me Arby's, and for some reason she wanted to go along, which is cool, I guess. And they were gone for quite some time, and me just being me, not thinking very much of it, they come home and we start to eat our sandwiches, and while I was in mid-bite of my sandwich, my boyfriend, he decides to kind of take my sandwich out of my hand in a way while it's right next to my mouth, and take a bite of his own. I could smell her on his fingers.
Now that right there is just pure evil. I always feel really bad for women who get cheated on while they're pregnant because they're literally bringing a baby of their partner into the world, you know, half of their partner. And then their partner go out and cheating them. And it's the fact that she literally trusted her best friend with her boyfriend, you know, to go out and get food while she's pregnant. And she could smell her on his fingers. Nah, that's why I have to be careful. Don't trust anyone. You literally can't trust your family members, friends, anyone. Nowadays I'd even be suspicious of a dog because you don't know if a dog would be humping him in the middle of the night.
So I found my husband's phone in a sock drawer with a text message from the girl he was cheating on me with, complete with the heart emoji in her contact name. Snatched the phone out of my hand, stormed into the bathroom for a solid 2 seconds, came out and handed me his phone. What I didn't realize at the time that was his second phone. He left on a trip, left his email open on his computer. Didn't even go looking at first. Cleaning out the office, suddenly hear ding, ding, ding. Go to check the email, and it's him Ubering from where he's supposed to be to a different city. Check the trash email, and discover all the receipts from his affair. We then found her on social media and then proceeded to watch the entire trip unfold. Needless to say, when he returned home, I handed him divorce papers, and then went off, traveled the world, and wrote a book about it. Since then, it's become a bestseller, and I've heard from numerous other women.
Yet again, blessing in disguise, you know, you were able to get out of the marriage and you're able to write a book, travel the world and make money. If they're gonna cheat, surely you'd think they'd be better at it, you know, you gotta actually cheat well. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're gonna cheat, don't try to hide the emails in trash. You know, if you're gonna cheat, maybe do it somewhere out in public. I don't know, a library. Don't literally have the device in your house like he did.
I'd been working third shift. Whenever I worked third shift, I didn't see my ex for 2 or 3 weeks. One night I actually happened to have the night off, didn't have to work the next day. Hey, you want to go get a couple of beers? Cool, let's go get a couple of beers. Boom, here we go. Go out. Went to a pool hall. Go, have a couple of beers. Dude comes walking over to me. He was like, yo, are you here with the blonde? I was like, yeah, I'm here with her. He was like, cool. So here's the deal. Her husband works third shift. So, and it's a little bit of a drive out to her house. But if you play your cards right, you're not going to get turned down. I said, what? He then proceeded to describe to me what my bedroom looked like.
So basically, he didn't realize that the guy he was talking to was her husband. Oh god. Oh, I've been in a similar situation, not relationship wise. You know, something happens and someone, you know, talks to you about it, but they don't know that, like, it happened to you. And they describe it in detail in, like, their own version. Honestly, I hope he moves out of that room, out of that house, out of that girl's life, because she seems like utter trash. Well, anyways, guys, that's some people who found out that they were being cheated on. If you've ever been cheated on, comment down below. Let me know how you found out, because I'm actually quite interested. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, press bigger, subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.